balling.
So a massive win for Spurs yesterday. What they have done has made the league more competitive. I put back Liverpool in the run for the title. So based on what we've seen from Conte so far, I mean, the win was unexpected because it's all about coming off 3 defeats before that, and surprisingly, it beat a big side. But based on what they're seeing from Conte, though, how many windows does Conte need at Spurs to make them a title challenger?
Four. Maybe
Why
2 years. I don't think it's a luxury to get because I don't see Daniel Levy backing Conte with $200 million, 2 windows back to back. So let's say 4 or 5.
5 windows.
I think Daniel Levy is comfortable with the Champions League places while he improves the team. So I'm thinking minimal Europa League right now for his first season, second season, the expectations will grow. But Daniel Levy is not the guy that's going to invest 200 million or 250 for a window, right? And you think most big teams have to make the sacrifice to get success. They have to make like the sacrifice of this one big player. Liverpool did it with Coutinho. I think Chelsea did it with Hazard to build the team that they are now. So I think they probably have to part ways with Harry Kane also to get this, to for him to build the team, which I don't think he wants to have happen. You understand? So I think a couple windows. They have to find some players. They need a midfielder.
So you're saying 6 windows. Can you say 6 windows? I mean,
I think
as one. I mean, this January as one.
Yeah, this window was good for them because they got 2 great midfielders. I think they definitely needed. He could complain, but he got 2 midfielders. He got them late, but he got 2 midfielders, which is an upgrade to whatever they had in midfield. When it comes to these guys have won titles before, as opposed to everybody at Tottenham who didn't or doesn't know how to win titles. So I think it's a real situation to overall a squad, especially when you're playing in the Premier League with competition from other clubs. But I think if he gets the time and he gets the money, he can do it in 2-3 windows. And it's defensive football, so it's
3 windows,
2-3 windows. It's because it's defensive football, so he can achieve more with less time with defensive.
So 3 more windows plus this one, so 4 windows. Then.
Yes.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 windows.
Anyway, you take on you.
Chris made a lot of good points. Just like we said in the interview he had the other day, he picked up 2 solid players. At the same time, he lost 4 players who, depending on which side of the ball you're on, you could say good or not. Lo Celso and Ali being the 2 that are more significant there. That being said, I think it'll take him 2 solid seasons, so 4 additional windows before they're title contenders, and definitely they have to get rid of Kane and use that money to strengthen the team. Not that Kane is not a good player; he's a great striker, clinical finisher. But the capital that they get for him could build a title-winning team.
All right, so let's background to this. City got the money in 2008. They won the Premier League title in 2012. So then say 4 years, so say around 6 windows. I mean, they had money to spend. Yeah. They got some ballers. They got Aguero and they rebuild a whole squad. Spurs may not need that kind of rebuild that City needed to do. But the problem is Conte. Conte spent 3 years at Chelsea. He finished last season. He finished outside the Champions League. He spent about 3 years in Juventus, I think. Juventus. Yeah.
No. He spent 2 years in Inter Milan and he won the Scudetto.
He's been 2 years. 2 years.
2 years in Inter.
First year he went there, he built the squad. The second year he won. First year he went there, he chased Juventus. Second year he won.
But I'm talking before he came to Chelsea. He was at.
He was dominant.
Not dominant. He didn't spend more than 3 seasons there either.
Yeah, but he was dominant. He won.
Yeah, he won. He went a big team and he won. So my problem is that you mentioned 3 to 4 winners. I don't think he'll be around as long. I think he have a Jose Mourinho syndrome in him. Anil. after the third year, he start imploding. Imagine
Mourinho is the second year still. Mourinho is the second year.
so he's a big coach, you know. But Tottenham project will require more time. What do you think? I think it requires
I don't think the problem is Conte as much as Conte gets upset when things aren't going his way, especially with the team that he's trying to build, and he doesn't, as he said today, he hates to lose. So you want results, right? You want players, and if the management expects something from you while you don't have these players, then you're gonna get frustrated. So the Mourinho's because look at Pep Guardiola is easier to get frustrated than all of these managers.
Easier?
Yes. So it doesn't go in situations where he's going to get frustrated, because Pep wants, let's say a manager looks at Conte right now. Let's say the Levy looks at Conte and said, no, you have to work with this squad, right? This squad with Eric Dyer, Lucas Moura, who is not scoring, all these players who are, some players that you can get rid of and you would want to get rid of, right? As opposed to Pep Guardiola, who says, look, you need to spend 100 million to get Grealish, but when you look at this squad, you have Sterling, you have Mahrez, you have Foden, you have Silva, and you're saying, okay, spend another 100 million. Right, so Pep Guardiola is more easily frustrated.
I don't think it's Pep. It's a club, but it's a club where
no, Pep himself. That's why he goes to these clubs where he basically has the leverage to get his way, because he's not going to go to a Tottenham and build. He's not going to do that because he won't get the players. He's have to use some players.
There's no need for him to go there.
No, but you can't do that, because you have to look at it. Remember, Antonio Conte left Inter Milan
because he failed at Chelsea.
No, he left Inter Milan not because he failed. He won the Scudetto and he left because they were selling players. He left, right?
Fine.
So it's not a manager
demanded. All right.
How in demand was he? Mm-hmm. He was high in demand because Manchester United wanted him, but it's just that he played defensive football. But Manchester United wanted him.
Don't want defensive football. So they are thinking of people that doesn't attract. So if both of them line up together for a job, apply for a job, Pep and Conte, who will get the job?
Pep.
It depends on the situation.
And it depends on the club too. Because if the club
no, a small club, people don't apply anyway. People don't apply to small club to Tottenham anyway. So.
I understand what you're saying. I agree. But Conte wouldn't apply either. They actually went to get him. Remember, they went to get him because in January, in September, he was supposed to take over the club, and something didn't go his way, and he just pulled out. And that's the type of person that he is. He's not going to go to a club where if something is not going his way, he's not going to stay there or go into the situation knowing that it's not going his way. So what happened is Spurs tried with Nuno, right? And then they see that it didn't work, and then they gave Conte what he wanted. That's why he's there now.
No, Conte made demand, but look on Spurs squad though. How many world-class players in Spurs squad?
Two.
Okay. You agree with Daniel? 2?
Who's the second?
Son.
World class. He's on world class.
I think
Son is very good.
Son is very good. I think.
But do you see a Real Madrid going off for him, or no, you can't say Barca now, but say but you don't see any big traces of Son. No, he's good, but
all right. So the last season, right? Majority of Tottenham goals came from Son and Kane. They were both neck and neck in the goals up to a point, right? So we can't say Son isn't good, right?
I'm not saying that good.
No, not saying world class. For sure, not saying that.
Yeah, I understand. So we have to but we have to say world class, because we would look at Sterling and say if he had stayed at Liverpool, would he be the same Sterling? No, right? Because he's playing around. Remember, Tottenham's squad is way below the bar. way below the bar. So when these players are there, they won't be great. You can't expect them to be like you have Højbjerg passing the ball to Son. To show you how bad Tottenham squad is, Harry Kane got 10 out of 10 for the performance that he did against Manchester City, right? You know why?
Why? Can score
It's not only the
assist,
goals.
goal assist.
No, but it's the fact that Harry Kane is the best passer
at the ball.
He is the best passer of the ball. That's a problem. Because when Mourinho was there, Harry Kane got the golden boot and the golden ball. Because he was the best passer of the ball. And that's something that's grossly overlooked at Tottenham. He's the best passer of the ball.
The first Tottenham to build low, Chris. You understand that, right? I agree. I give one world class and one maybe a little bit low. You get me? Because we don't think Sang on his own is as good as Kane as his own. Yeah? If Kane value 100 million, Son now value 100 million. It probably value
but when Kane is injured, Son takes over.
Yeah, but not that good by his own. Because Son doesn't create on his own like Kane create like how Son can pass the ball, right? You argue that, right?
I see. So, I remember Son scoring a goal against Chelsea.
Would you buy my Chelsea, by the way?
Of course. Right now, it's just that he's a rival and he wouldn't come. But I'll take him right now. I have a lot of players dead weight. Hudson-Odoi, all of them can be a part of it.
Hey, I don't know. What time you say Hudson-Odoi best thing ever anyway?
Then he's like a flower stop getting light.
No blooming.
Before Saka was this good now. Anyway, but problem is that you mentioned selling Kane and even selling the one world class ball. I remember when they sold Gareth Bale, they bought 8 players for 1 player with 1 player money. They became a bit more competitive. I think that was the point they started to go Champions League, right? When you get Lamela and those guys, Ericsson and those guys came with the money.
Magic.
Yeah. With that money.
Magic was there before.
He was there, but he became in that
more
role.
prominent. Yeah.
I think Magic went right after Bale or before Bale, you know.
I think
Magic
wasn't there.
Eh? What? He went before. I think he went in the same period of like Bale, like Magic, because Chelsea wanted Magic, you know. Chelsea wanted Magic, you know. Magic actually put in a transfer request to come to Chelsea. Right before
I think he
went
played
to
one
Magic.
more season.
I'm not sure. But I don't think he was with the Fab Five for a long.
I think 8 ball. Paulista, Lamela, I think.
About 7 of
Ericsson.
them. It's about 7.
But they became competitive, right?
Yeah, but all of them were low budget players, like low budget players.
We're saying
like Tottenham type players.
Yeah, I'm saying to be a title challenger, they never want to title with that big sale. So I don't see a difference now with selling.
Who was managing the club?
Pochettino.
Exactly. What? That's why they didn't win any title. What did Pochettino know about winning titles? No,
he won his first trophy last year.
Exactly, he won in the Farmers League, which is fine, but he won in the Farmers League.
The cup.
No, I'm just saying. So and I think you have to be a special type of manager to go to Lille, to go to PSG and not win the title. You have to be a special type of manager. You have to be a special type of manager. You're not doing the champion.
All right. Sorry. You want to go talk about Pochettino? But I think though, if 4 or 5 seasons fine, they may. I don't think they become challenger anyway. But I don't think you will last as long at Spurs.
I remember, Bruce. This is defensive football. It's different. Yeah. If he can get some good defensive players and 2 proper midfielders, right? Then he has a chance, you know, because it's a defensive football. Because I guess again, one thing you're discounting yesterday in the game was the fact that Tottenham seemed to have a direct road as to how to hurt City. Like a direct way, that they just had a direct way to get straight into the box and create the chance.
But
every time they attack them.
Remember though, Tottenham just did the double on City. So therefore, they beat City before Conte come. So it may not be a Conte factor. It may be a Harry Kane factor.
But City started out poor.
Kane played the first match. I'm not saying Kane played the first match.
Poor. City started
how many games they lost in that period of time? Just one game last period of time until Crystal Palace beat them.
Yeah, but they started out poor because before that Chelsea was ahead of them, right?
Yeah.
So you can remember.
But they lost the first game.
Yeah. So they started out poor, right? But then they caught up, right? So you when City lost, it wasn't really a surprise, and you can say players were tired, right? And there was the unrest in the camp with Raheem Sterling also. So there was a little bit of issues that they had to iron out, because a lot of players went to Euros and they came back and then they started in the league. So a lot of players didn't get enough time to rest, right? So some players were tired.
Okay.
Right.
All right. You mentioned Pochettino. Yesterday.
So one last point on Conte. I feel like for Conte to be successful, what he has to do is change the mentality at Spurs. Spurs has always been low budget farming type
nearly team.
He needs to change their mentality to a winning mentality.
That's coming from the owner still, From the owner coming down. I mean, that's Danny Lee. That businessman.
No, it's not the owner. I don't think it's the owner. I don't think it's the owner. I don't think it's the owner. You take the same team and put them on Liverpool and put them in Europe, you still have to worry about them because it's just the mentality of the club and the expectation that the players have. Nobody expects you to win anything at Tottenham.
Chris, remember, Liverpool. Klopp had to buy Van Dijk, had to buy 75 million.
Yeah, but he went to the final.
I'm not saying, hold on. He went to keep up with Van Dijk in the side.
Exactly. He went to
the final. He spent 75 million on a baller to go to the finals. I'm saying Spurs are not going to spend 75 million on a baller. They're not going to do it.
He didn't spend 75 million to go to the final. He spent 75 million to win the final.
No.
He went there the year before. And if
Salah with Van Dijk.
No, without Salah got injured. No, Salah got injured in the final.
Stick up.
Hold on. Salah got injured in the final, Bruce. Right? And they lost when Karius sold 2 goals. In that summer, he bought Van Dijk and he bought Alisson.
No. Van Dijk was there the year before, man. Check it out.
Bet money.
The keeper came before. You only buy 2 players, two big.
He bought both of them. He bought the keeper from Roma and Van Dijk.
In the same year? No.
Yes.
All right. Check it out. No, not the same year. Liverpool never spent 140 million.
Liverpool lost the title to Real Madrid. Champions League title, right? Gareth Bale scored 2 goals. One of them was from way out that went right through Karius' hand. Would Karius be in the goal if Alisson was there? No. The next season, Van Dijk won the Champions League. And Alisson was in the goal. Both of them were bought the same summer.
All right.
Come on. Football being, come on. I'm the Google of this.
All right, but even so, I found. I'm not gonna argue about that one until I can pull up the facts on that one. But insane doing. Tottenham went to the finals too without spending any money. But going to the final and win the trophy. Okay? Tottenham went to the final too without spending half money that Liverpool spent to the final. But he didn't win anything. So the point is, in order for a club to become a winner, you have to spend some money. And that coming from the owner, coming from management. Spurs are not gonna do that.
I think they will. Because Spurs want to break that glass to get to that other level of a club. So I think they will. They did spend some money when Mourinho was there. So I think they're
but not that.
Yeah, but I think they're choosing. They're choosing the players, and the players that Spurs really want to spend on. They have to be young, and they have to have return in them with quality. So it takes time for them to find these players, just like Arteta.
No, right? But Arteta willing to spend money. They spend money and they will chump up some money. I mean,
yeah, but that was Arsenal. Arsenal wasn't willing to spend with Emery.
Not.
No,
late days Wenger.
No. They buy a ball for $75 million. That's not work out, boss. You know what I'm saying?
Who they bought for $75 million?
He's still on the side. He's on the bench, boss.
Pepe.
You know, it's very interesting that you say this because I have faced tremendous ridicule for a lot of the players that Chelsea has bought, and you were telling me that Pepe was the best thing, and this man is so forgotten.
I think if you look at his stats, I don't think he has flap.
Yeah, but he's on the bench a lot. This stats show that he's on the bench a lot.
Yeah. That's true. but I can tell you, if he plays as much minutes as Lukaku, he'll score as many goals as Lukaku right now.
Maybe more.
Anyway, no. You're playing your result. I'm putting
Maybe more.
Anyway, get it more. All right, that will pop. What Pochettino? Yesterday,
Lukaku at Chelsea or Inter?
Chelsea. You're right. Chelsea. No, indeed. Pochettino, Chris, yesterday, he lost that match embarrassingly. PSG.